This game has been on my mind for a long time, and I've been trying my best to show it to you guys, but I never got the chance to show it to you. And today shall be the day I show you what my game is about, what my future plans, and what mechanics I'll be implementing. So, let's start. The two things that I've been working on for the past 3 weeks. No joke. 3 weeks to make the interaction system, which it shouldn't be taking that long. It took me the fastest I went with the interaction. It took me an hour, and I was finished immediately. But for this specific game, you can only hold 2 items, so it takes a while for me to do some absolute flipping logical stuff. For example, let me show you. Look at this. Took me 3 weeks to do all of this. All of this. I mean, yeah, my code seems fine. I'm pretty sure I can improve it somehow. I don't know how yet, but I'm still working on it. You can only hold 2 items at a time. So let's say I want to. Let me fix that. Okay. So let's say I want to hold this flashlight right here, right? I hold down E and click it to my right hand. Simple. If you want to drop it, you press Q. I got this idea from Poppy Playtime, where there was 2 hands that you can only smack 2 at a time and makes these cool puzzles. I want to try something like that by you only holding 2 hands. And besides, it also took me 3 weeks for it able to throw an object. Just right there. It took me 3 weeks to pick up an item, and hold it in between 2 hands. CCTV cameras and chess, because I know for a fact that people are going to get pissed if the enemy is going to grab something and yeet it off somewhere else, and the hotel is going to be big. I'm gonna get to that for sure. The hotel is going to be big, so it's going to be absolute pain in the ass if you to grab something and you yeet it around somewhere else that you don't know about. Now you gotta scramble, look for it everywhere. That's annoying. Agreed. So implementing the CCTV cameras, you can actually see the items of where he placed it. It's an upper advantage, but if you sit in that CCTV camera room too long, he shuts down the power immediately. I say he or she. I'm not sure about the lore pretty much. I am mostly sure. I will tell you most of the story right now, but hear me out on this. And once he shuts down the electricity, you have to go all the way down and look for the generator and restart it again. But in every game, every horror game I've played, no matter what, it seems like the flashlight light is non-existent for some reason. That always pissed me off, but I had to ignore it because it was normal at this point, because nobody will care. No person, no creature will care if the flashlight was on behind you and the player was standing right behind you too. So to fix that, if you have your flashlight on and every light is turned off, the creature will immediately run towards you. He's probably have to be slower to make it a little bit have an upper advantage too, because I know people are still gonna be pissed again. I'm gonna make the creature slower, but he's going to run towards you, and he's gonna scare you multiple times until your sanity meter goes up. And once your sanity meter is up, you feel dizzy, disoriented, and he's gonna just dash straight at you, and you're dead immediately. Yes, I do know that could cause some things, but it does forces the player out of its little hiding hole, which also forces them to explore other different areas. That's exactly what I want. I knew players we're gonna sit there in the CCTV camera just looking at the creature like, where is he gonna go next? Because obviously, I would have done the same thing. So, as a game designer, you have to think what the player is gonna think too. So you have to, like, reprogram yourself to think like, what would a normal player do? What would he do in this situation? Because if you don't know what he's gonna do, that will cause him some. I say some because not all the time it works. All the time it will not happen. I say some problems will be fixable. The mantling and the chest system. The chest system is where you can store items at a time, which which also gives you freedom of access, while the creature cannot open them because, well, it's probably not gonna be able to anyway. That chest can be stored in staff areas or random rooms around the hotel. Again, I know players are going to be pissed about them picking up and grabbing it. So having a chest system where you can store your items, one item at a time, is going to be helpful. But it's going to also be a little bit of a pain in the ass because you have to go all the way back, grab that same item you put in that chest, and come back to the main thing you're supposed to do. It's gonna be annoying, but it's kind of gonna be worth it. It forces them to explore, which I do want. I want more interaction with the monster, and just that too. And about movement, in horror games, movement is the most important thing. It determines how fast you can flee or what you use in the environment. So adding a mantling and a sneaking and a sprint are those three are going to be very important because the creatures sometimes can't reach into other areas. So having a mantling is going to help a ton. The point is that if it's visually stunning and has that unique characteristic, people are gonna like to play the game. Would they not?